The moment you cross a threshold, a silent contest begins. People are already studying you. Their eyes linger on your face, your posture, your tone. They analyze not just what you say, but the spaces between your words, the pauses, the hesitations, the quiet. Most of them do this unconsciously, driven by fear, desire, or insecurity. But Machiavelli did it with precision. For him, perception was not a passive instinct. It was a deliberate weapon. He believed that real power doesn't rest only in speeches or in action, but in how quickly you can dissect the true nature of others. If you want to protect yourself, you must see through deception. If you want to control, you must read motives before they're revealed. And if you want to dominate, you must expose what someone hides before they even sense your presence. Machiavelli knew the surface is rarely honest. Every smile might be calculated. Every compliment might be a test. Every handshake might conceal a threat. And so he built tactics, not theories, not vague guesses, but methods. 14 precise ways to uncover a person's character, their drives, and their weaknesses almost instantly. Tactic 1. Watch how they treat the invisible. Forget how someone treats you. That's easy to fake. Instead, observe how they treat the ones they believe don't matter. The waiter, the intern, the driver, the person with no power. That's where their mask slips. Weak minds are corrupted silently. And when someone thinks there's no cost, they reveal who they are. Respect toward the powerless is more authentic than kindness toward equals, because there's no reward in faking it. Tactic 2. Use silence as a mirror. Insecurity thrives in noise. People feel silence not because they love to speak, but because they fear being exposed in stillness. Speak less than them. Pause longer than expected. Let your silence grow heavier than their words. Within moments, their need to fill the void will betray them. They will reveal insecurity, fear, or desire without realizing. Silence isn't absence, is pressure, and pressure forces revelation. Tactic 3. Offer nothing, observe everything. One of Machiavelli's coldest tests: give them nothing. No press, no approval, no clear benefit, just your presence. Neutral, unreadable. People show their true programming when they can't extract value. Do they grow distant? Then their warmth was only transactional. Do they work harder for your attention? They crave approval. Do they remain steady? Then they may be dangerous, masters of emotional control. The less you give, the more they show. Tactic 4. Break the script. Some people live behind rehearsed masks. Their charm, their vulnerability, even their honesty, all scripted performances. Hard to read unless you shadow the act. Ask a question they didn't expect. Interrupt a polished story with silence. Respond to flattery with skepticism. Break their rhythm. In a stumble that follows, you catch the raw self behind the performance. Tactic 5. Test loyalty with denial. Don't wait for betrayal to test loyalty. Engineer it. Refuse a small request. Withhold a favor. Deny attention briefly. Then watch closely. Do they stay respectful? Or do they gossip, criticize, and withdraw? True loyalty isn't revealed in victory. It's revealed in how someone reacts when they feel slighted. A small no uncovers the truth of a person's commitment. Tactic 6. Track focus, not words. Words are easily faked. Attention is not. Where someone directs their focus tells you what they value. Do their eyes wander towards status figures? They crave power. Do they ignore those beneath them? They respect only advantages. Do they check their phone while speaking with you? You're a placeholder. Watch what commands their attention. It is a map of their priorities and their weaknesses. Tactic 7. Plant a false weakness. Reveal a flaw that isn't real. I tend to overthink. I trust too easily. I'm bad at confrontation. Then wait. Do they weaponize it later? They're opportunistic. Do they ignore it? They're either cautious or respectful. Do they reveal one of their own vulnerabilities? They crave connection. By offering a fictional weakness, you expose how they handle real ones, without giving them anything to use against you. Tactic 8. Make them wait. Entitlement reveals itself in impatience. Delay your response. Be vague in scheduling. Take longer than expected to give them something. The entitled will show anger, manipulation, or passive aggression. The patient will hold steady. Time unmasks character, because those who cannot tolerate delay are the first to turn toxic when the world denies them. Tactic 9. Discover who they copy. Everyone imitates. Consciously or not, people mirror those they admire. Their tone, their style, their gestures. Watch who they emulate, and you'll know their ambition. If they copy the powerful, they crave control. If they copy the popular, they chase validation. If they copy the virtuous, they want moral superiority. The person they mimic is the person they secretly wish to become. Tactic 10. Trigger envy, watch the face. Mention a subtle victory, an opportunity, an achievement, a compliment someone gave you. Then watch their reaction. A smile too tight, a quick change of subject, a sudden dismissal of your success. Envy doesn't roar, it flickers. But once you spot it, you see the danger clearly. Machiavelli knew envy always precedes sabotage. A jealous ally is more dangerous than an open enemy. Tactic 11. Ask what they hate. Loves are easy to fake. Hatreds are harder to disguise. Ask, what kind of people do you dislike? Their answer is rarely about others. It's a reflection of themselves. Those who claim to hate arrogance often conceal arrogance. Those who despise dishonesty often manipulate through lies. What people condemn most loudly is often what they secretly fear being exposed for. Judgment is confession. Tactic 12. Study what breaks eye contact. Eye contact is power, but what breaks it is the truth. Mention status, money, shame, failure, betrayal. Watch the twitch, the flicker, the downward glance. The eyes are not just windows, they are escape routes. What forces someone's gaze to flee is the secret they fear the most. Tactic 13. Become their mirror. People wear masks, but when you reflect their posture, tone, or phrasing back to them subtly, something strange happens. They see themselves in you, and their guard drops. Mirror their casualness, and they may intensify to regain control. Mirror their confidence, and they may retreat, unsure how to respond. Mirror their insecurity, and they may grow arrogant to compensate. The way they react to their own reflection tells you if they were authentic or only performing. Tactic 14. Disarm with respect, strike with precision. Most expect judgment. They arrive armored with excuses, rehearsed defenses. Machiavelli began with respect instead. Praise their intelligence. Acknowledge an achievement. Validate a point they made. Once they feel admired, their armor loosens. Then comes the real question. Sharp, surgical, impossible to deflect. What fear drives most of your choices? When did you first learn to fake confidence? How do you know when someone is reading you? Respect opens the gate. Precision rips the mask away. By now, you don't just read people, you dissect them. You see not just their surface, but their code, their values, their fears, their hidden drivers. But Machiavelli didn't study people merely to understand. He studied them to control the terrain. Because once you know what someone hides, you don't just hold insight, you hold leverage. If they fear abandonment, distance becomes a weapon. If they crave admiration, subtle disapproval makes them chase. If they seek dominance, unpredictability disarms them. And if they plot betrayal, you already know where to strike or how to make them destroy themselves. This is not kindness. It is not cruel. It is a strategy. And those who master it stop reacting to people and begin orchestrating them. Most try to persuade with reason, with sincerity, with force. But the Machiavellian mind persuades by making people believe the choice was theirs all along. And that is the difference between those who play the game and those who win it.